You wake up at 3 a.m. to a small, warm paw gently pressed against your cheek. Your heart melts. You whisper something embarrassing like, "Oh, does someone love me?" And you go back to sleep feeling genuinely blessed. What you do not realize, what your cat is banking on you never realizing, is that the paw on your face was not affection. It was a welfare check. A clinical, calculated, purely logistical welfare check. Your cat was verifying that the food dispenser is still breathing. That is it. That is the whole story. Welcome to Evil Genius Cats, the channel where we strip away every single illusion you have about your relationship with your cat and replace it with the cold, peer-reviewed truth. Let's start with the paw on the face, because this is where the manipulation goes deepest and the biology is most damning. Cats, when living with humans, will periodically approach a sleeping person and make physical contact with the face, specifically near the nose and mouth. Researchers and behaviorists have noted this consistently. The working explanation is rooted in survival logic. In a multi-animal household, or in the wild, knowing whether a companion is alive or dead is genuinely important information. A dead companion means a disrupted territory, a lost heat source, a changed food dynamic. Your cat is not checking on you because it cares about your dreams or your emotional well-being. It is performing a status assessment. Is the large, warm creature still operational? Does it still have the capacity to open a tin of premium pâté at 7 a.m.? Confirmed alive. Patrol continues. You, meanwhile, are lying there thinking you have a soulmate. Now let's talk about branding, because your cat has already done it and you probably helped. Cats possess scent glands in several locations on their body, along the cheeks, the chin, the forehead, and, critically, in the paw pads. When your cat rubs its face against your leg, or kneads your lap with those little biscuit-making paws, it is not expressing tenderness. It is marking you. It is applying a chemical signature that communicates to every other animal in range that this particular human is already claimed. You are livestock. You are tagged. The scent says, "This one belongs to me, do not poach." The slow, rhythmic kneading, which owners find unbearably cute, is a deliberate, methodical application of territorial ink. Your cat is not making biscuits. Your cat is filing paperwork. And you sat there and let it happen and probably took a photo. And while we are discussing deliberate behavioral tactics, let us address the 3 a.m. Zoomies. You know what this is? You have lived through it. The thundering gallop across the hallway, the inexplicable skidding, the sound of something ceramic hitting a hard floor. You stumble out of bed, half-conscious, pupils the size of dinner plates, and your cat looks at you with the energy of someone who has consumed 17 espressos and the calm of someone who planned all of this. Here is the biological reality. Cats are crepuscular animals. Their nervous systems are hardwired to be most active at dawn and dusk, the optimal hunting windows of their wild ancestors. The 3 a.m. sprint is, technically, a territorial patrol. They are running the perimeter, checking boundaries, maintaining their claim over the space. But here is what the biology textbooks politely leave out. The effect of repeated chronic sleep disruption on a human being is a measurable reduction in cognitive function, decision-making capacity, and resistance to manipulation. Your cat is not just running laps. Your cat is keeping you weak. A sleep-deprived human is a compliant human. A compliant human buys the expensive food without questioning it. Connect the dots. If you are enjoying this systematic destruction of everything you believed about your cat, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button right now. Before your cat notices you're acquiring information and knocks your phone off the table. Like the video too. It helps the algorithm, and more importantly, it slightly inconveniences your cat, which is reason enough. Moving on to one of the most psychologically sophisticated tools in the cat's arsenal, the void stare. You have seen this. Your cat is sitting perfectly still, fully alert, staring at a blank wall. Maybe a corner of the ceiling. Maybe a space roughly 18 inches to the left of absolutely nothing. And you, because you are a reasonable person who lives in a physical world governed by observable phenomena, feel a chill go down your spine. You wonder if something is there. You wonder if your cat can see something you cannot. You start Googling whether your apartment has a history. This is exactly what your cat wants. Here is what is actually happening. Cats have a structure at the back of their eye called the tapetum lucidum, a reflective layer that dramatically amplifies available light, giving them vision capabilities in near darkness that humans cannot match. They can also hear sounds at frequencies up to 64,000 hertz. Your cat is almost certainly detecting something entirely real. A mouse in the wall, a pipe vibration, an insect behind the baseboard. But instead of reacting in a way that would allow you to identify and dismiss the stimulus, your cat sits perfectly, theatrically still, and stares. It performs inscrutability. It has learned, through years of living with you, that the void stare produces a specific result. You become anxious, destabilized, and slightly more dependent on the cat's presence for a feeling of security. Your cat is a ghost story that writes itself new chapters every evening, and it is doing it on purpose. And finally, the slow blink. The intimate, half-lidded eye contact that every cat owner has been told represents trust and love. Cat behaviorists will tell you, correctly, that the slow blink is a non-threatening signal, a way of communicating that the cat is not preparing to attack. Some research suggests it may function as a form of positive social bonding when reciprocated. What those same researchers are less eager to headline is what else is happening in parallel. Cats, when living with humans long-term, gradually shift their active hours to align more closely with their owner's schedule. They study you. They learn your rhythms. They know when you wake up, when you eat, when you are most likely to be in a generous mood, and they time their approaches, including the slow blink, accordingly. The slow blink is not a love confession. It is a precision-timed psychological instrument deployed at the exact moment your defenses are lowest to secure the highest probability of a positive resource outcome. In plain English, your cat has figured out that doing the cute eye thing right before breakfast increases the chance that you open the fancy food. It is a hypnosis routine, and you have been going under every single morning without knowing it. So here is where we land. Your cat touches your face to confirm you are still a functioning food source. Your cat has chemically branded you as its property. Your cat runs sleep deprivation operations against you every night to keep your critical thinking compromised. Your cat performs elaborate sensory theater to gaslight you into believing your home is paranormally active. And your cat has spent years learning your psychological weak points so it can deploy a perfectly timed slow blink to extract resources from you, like a tiny, furry con artist in a long game. None of this is love. All of this is logistics. Your cat is not your companion. Your cat is your manager, And you have been Employee of the Month for years without ever once asking for a raise. Thank you for watching Evil Genius Cats. Share this video with someone who needs to hear the truth about their cat. Specifically, someone who just said, "My cat is my baby." They need this more than anyone. And tonight, when your cat places that little paw on your cheek at 3 a.m., just remember, it is not checking on you. It is checking on its investment. Sleep tight.